Hello and welcome here to Knott Arena. My name is Adam Pohl. We are excited to bring to you tonight our broadcast of the 2022 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball Semifinal. Our broadcast is about 4 minutes away from starting. Mount St. Mary's and Wagner here tonight from Knott Arena. Stick with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Knott Arena, home of your Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers.
We are about 3 minutes away from the start of our broadcast of Mount St. Mary's basketball.
With honesty, integrity, and in compliance with NCAA and Northeast Conference rules and regulations. We are appreciative of many alumni, friends, and fans that are so passionate in supporting and assisting the Mountaineers throughout the year. We all share the responsibility and obligation to ensure that Mount St. Mary's is in compliance with the rules that govern intercollegiate athletics. The NCAA has very specific rules regarding representatives of athletic interests, extra benefits, amateurism, eligibility, and other issues affecting intercollegiate athletics. Sometimes good intentions can result in a violation. Please consult with the Athletics Compliance Office before engaging in any activity involving a current or prospective student athlete. Only institutional staff members may recruit prospective student athletes to Mount St. Mary's University. We kindly ask that you refrain from recruiting prospective student athletes.
All right, we're about a minute and a half or so away from the start of our broadcast of Mount Basketball here tonight as the Mount and Wagner play in the 2022 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball Semifinal. We can't wait to bring it to you. Stick with us.
If you require medical attention at any point during this event, please speak to the nearest event staff member. Mount St. Mary's University is a smoke-free environment. Smoking is not permitted anywhere in the arena or in the BNC Sports Complex. Thank you for your cooperation. In the event Mount St. Mary's University determines that it is necessary to evacuate Knott Arena, an announcement will be made advising fans of the need to leave the arena. Upon hearing the announcement, for your safety, look for your nearest exit to please walk. Do not run to that exit. Follow directions of events.
All right, we're about 30 seconds away. 30 seconds away from our broadcast start of Mount St. Mary's basketball here tonight in the NEC Semifinal.
Family Restaurant, Blue Line Roofing Exteriors, the Federal Point Inn, Glory Days Grill, Staub, Riggs & Collins Insurance Partners, BSN Sports, Frederick Health Group, the Palms Restaurant.
Seven decades ago, Jim Phelan transformed a beautiful Catholic college in the Catoctin Mountains into a college basketball powerhouse. 4 Final Fours and a national title at the Division II level have paved the way to 6 NCAA tournament trips with 2 tournament wins in just 33 seasons of Division I basketball. Now the NEC champs are back, looking to repeat the feat and dance again in 2022. The 113th season of Mount St. Mary's basketball is brought to you by the real estate team of Tony Little and Jane Moore, Grafcom, Glory Days Grill, Roy Rogers, and Frederick Health. Now let's head courtside to Adam Pohl.
And from that arena here on the campus of Mount St. Mary's, it's time for Mount St. Mary's basketball. And today, the 2022 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball Semifinal, as Mount St. Mary's, the number 3 seed, hosts the number 4 seeded Seahawks of Wagner College. So great to be with you on this momentous night. You know, these outstanding young athletes put so much into their collegiate careers, and these are the kinds of nights that define your efforts as an athlete. It was a year ago that they met on this floor in the Northeast Conference Tournament, and in that game, it was the championship game, a first time that the Mount and Wagner had ever faced in the final, and Mount St. Mary's won it going away by a final score of 70-38, and with it, the Mount won their first NEC tournament title and their first trip to the NCAA tournament since all the way back in 1995. So the Mount is trying to repeat the feat here this year, a convincing win in the quarterfinal, the 3 over the 6-seeded St. Francis, PA for Mount St. Mary's. Just a few nights ago, as the Mount got it done, 69-53 the final. Wagner gets here after a win against a red-hot LIU team that was really on the rise, as Wagner got it done in the quarters, and now here they are as these two meet up in the semifinal, as the 1-seeded FDU won. But there was a huge upset. Bryant, the 7-seed, winning in the final second over St. Francis Brooklyn. So here tonight, FDU is at home against 7-seeded Bryant, and with the reseeding, the Mount gets a second home game. They thought they'd be on the road in Brooklyn Heights, New York tonight. Not the case. Instead, it is a rematch of last year's title game as Wagner tries to make a run to a second consecutive final for a first time in program history, and they're looking to win their first title since, get this, 1989. It has been a while. It is a big night for basketball. A trip to the NEC Championship Game on Sunday afternoon is on the line tonight here at Knott Arena. Should be a great crowd. We're going to take a break, and we will return here to the Mount right after this with a conversation with Mount St. Mary's head coach Antoine White. It's coming up next. This is the 2022 Northeast Conference semifinal in women's basketball on the Mount Athletics Network.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little Moore team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
We're only given one life, and we choose which path to take. We choose to start our incredible journey here, so we can create careers and lives that matter out there. At Mount St. Mary's, we question courageously, serve selflessly, compete ferociously, and do everything extraordinarily, because from the minute we arrive, we live significantly.
If the Mount scores 65 points or more and wins, you score free wings. Bring your Mount ticket to Glory Days Grill in Frederick, located at 1305 West 7th Street, and get your wings. It's all contingent with a $5 minimum purchase. So head on out to Glory Days Grill in Frederick. Glory Days Grill, the official food of hometown sports. Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount Ticket Office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
You're listening to the six-time NEC champions. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
So great to be with you here tonight. A special night, Mount St. Mary's basketball in the Northeast Conference semifinal here at home. My name is Adam Pohl, joined by Mountain coach Antoine White. Coach, obviously, you take on a position like this to coach on nights like this. It has to be so special in year one to be in this position. Now you're going to try to make it pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. Adam, my first year sitting in this chair and being able to coach in such a big game with so much, meaning to this game tonight is makes me very proud of this group and proud of my coaching staff. And it's been a roller coaster year for this group, but they've stuck with me and continue to stay true to each other. So it's a special night for sure for us.
And before we dig into this matchup against Wagner, your victory a few nights ago, obviously was a team that you lost to, St. Francis University of Pennsylvania, here at home earlier in the year. The second quarter was spectacular, and your three-point shooting gave you guys a lead, and then your defense took you home.
Yeah, that's two things that we've been talking a lot about lately. And first, that being our defense, we have to play tough and we have to play disciplined and we got to play good scout defense. We got to be locked in to our matchups, and so important against Wagner, who we should close out hard on and who we should be closing out short on. Things of that nature are so important for us. And then on the offensive end, we got to play free. We got to play with force. And when we do that, then the three ball tends to fall a little bit easier for us.
And that's going to be a huge point tonight because Wagner is last in the league in percentage in shooting threes, but they're also the best in the league at defending the three. And obviously, it's so important to your success that you're able to have a good night from downtown. You hit 6 threes when you beat Wagner in a very close game, low-scoring game here at home earlier this year. How big is it for you to find some success from behind the arc against this team?
Yeah, Wagner does a really good job. They protect that three-point line very, very close, and they're going to be hugged up on the perimeter. So important that we come out tonight and we get some production down low first. And I think if we can do that with Kendall, Tess, Hunt, and Arnay and Keeks and post them up a little bit. And, if they leave them on an island, then they got to go to work down there. And if the double team comes, then we got to move that basketball and find the open shooter.
And your guards drove the ball so well the other night and scored at the rim, which is not easy to do. Mckayla Harrison really stood out to me. She had 23 points. She obviously hit 3 of 7 threes, which is outstanding. But, boy, she was a finisher at the iron. And I know that's something that you want to see, not just from her, but from your team to get aggressive when they take that ball inside.
We've been getting some really good looks around the rim for the last month or so, but I haven't been a big fan of how we go up for our layups. It's almost been like, we're kind of expecting a call from the refs. And lately I've just been on our players, listen, let's just play with force. And when you get in there, let's just go up, explode up. I always use the phrase as go smack glass. And that's what we did the other day. And we were able to finish around the rim. And that's huge for us. We can go and score points in the paint. The defense has to respect that. And that kind of plays into our hands because then we have a lot of unselfish players who are going to make the right play and find the shooters.
This is new territory for Wagner to be this deep in the tournament in consecutive years, but it's really not a surprise to see them, a program in a very similar sense, first-year coach like yourself for Wagner. They are a program, of course, that made it to the NEC Championship Game and lost here at the Mount last year. It probably doesn't surprise you at all that you guys are 2 of the last 4 standing.
Not at all. I respect Terrell and what he's doing. They had a great non-conference schedule. I think it was probably the best in the NEC, hit it into conference play. And he's an old school to mind coach. They don't switch on defense. They're going to stick to their matchups. He does a really good job about scheming up for his main players, that being Thibault and EKG and Alex Cohen. And he's a really good coach. You can tell on film he does his homework. So we definitely got our hands full. But if we come out and we play with intensity and we get clean rebounds at them, I like our chances.
And lastly, atmosphere. This place was rocking the other night, and I know that being a 3 seed in a reseeded tournament, the thought is the top 2 seeds are going to host the semifinals. You were probably going to have to go on the road. It is a big advantage. This is why getting 3rd place was so important, right? Because there was an opportunity. Maybe this could happen, and you never know what could happen in the finals. We won't look that far. But the fact of being at home, the ability to have been on your own campus this week, to not have had to travel, and then to embrace the atmosphere that will be Not Arena tonight is something special.
Yeah, first thing that comes to mind is shout out to Brian for the upset over Brooklyn the other night. So we're able to play home in front of our family and friends, and we've had some really, really good crowds this season. I'm expecting tonight to be a really special night. Went over to the other side of campus earlier and talked to some of the students and handed out 100 tickets. So I think the student section will be nice and packed, and I got a lot of family and friends coming. So it's going to be a fun atmosphere tonight, and hopefully our players feed off that energy and they don't get too high off of it.
I love it, Coach. It's a speech-making day for you then, huh? We'll see. We'll see which was better, your pregame to the students or, of course, the big halftime speech, right? That's Coach Antoine White. What a big night, and we're so thankful to have you here with us tonight. Thanks so much, Coach.
As always, thanks, Adam.
We're going to take a quick break. We return with more as we get ready for the NEC semifinal right after this.
Take the first step on your journey towards a life of significance. In person on our beautiful 1,400-acre campus by registering for an upcoming open house. Or choose to experience the Mount virtually through virtual tours, live chats, and webinars. Meet your moment on the mountain. Visit Mount St. Mary's University.
Make sure your youngsters can be a part of the action all year long as a member of the Junior Mountaineers Club. Kids ages 13 and under can join for just $20. With that, they will receive admission to all men's and women's basketball and lacrosse games this season, along with a Junior Mountaineer t-shirt. Fill out your application today to sign up at mountathletics.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little More team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
From Jim Phelan to Milan Brown to Jamion Christian and Dan Engelstad, this is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
And here we go, folks, as we get ready for the 2022 NEC Women's Basketball Semifinal. Both teams lined up, and it's going to be a really boisterous crowd here at Not Arena for Such an enormous game. Mount St. Mary's trying to get to their 9th ever Northeast Conference Championship game in women's basketball. Let's listen in now for our national anthem. The national anthem here tonight. What a great job by the Mount St. Mary's Pep Band. Boy, they got some work this week. The Mount Pep Band was actually the pep band of both LaSalle and Duquesne in the A-10 tournament in D.C. this week. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Here for the Seahawks of Wagner, the number 4 seed and last year's NEC runner-up. They'll get it going with Alex Cowan, who has scored in double figures in 4 of her last 6 games. Cowan is scoring 9.4 points per game. Here is Zanea Thibault, a third-team All-NEC selection, led the league in assists this year. And in the quarterfinal, Thibault, the only player that did not leave the floor, played all 40 minutes. 5'11 senior forward from Elmont, New York, Kim Waburu. As Waburu in her second year at Wagner after transferring from Winthrop in the non-conference, she was coming off the bench, but Waburu has been in the starting lineup throughout conference play. Drea Hayward gets the start. She leads the NEC with 62 steals this season at 11 points versus LIU in the quarterfinal. Did Hayward, that was her first double-digit scoring game in NEC play this year. Or check that, she had 1 in the regular season, so it was just her second. And the star of Wagner, the 6-foot senior, Amelia Krista Graffa, a first-team All-NEC selection for a 3rd consecutive year. She led all scorers with 19 in Wagner's close 53-51 defeat to Mount St. Mary's here early on this year. Head coach for Wagner, just like with the Mount, even though these two men in the title game a year ago, they both have new coaches, and each were assistants a year prior. Head coach Terrell Coburn in his first year, as he looks to guide Wagner to their first NEC title since 1989. Now let's take a look at Mount St. Mary's and their head coach Antoine White, looking to send them out to their 9th ever Northeast Conference Championship game in women's basketball today. They get it going with Isabella Hunt. She had a big game against Wagner earlier this year, 9 points and 10 rebounds. The next to be announced is Jess Tomasetti. Jessica starting every conference game this year, and that continues today. Here is Mckayla Harrison, who scored 23 in the quarterfinal against LIU, just the 10th Mount player ever to reach 1,000 points in just 3 years in the program playing. She did that last year. Here is Kayla Agantovic, 4 straight games in double figures and 7 of her last 9. Tonight, the program record 125th game of her Mount career. And wrapping up the starting 5, Kendall Brazee, who's 5 points away from being the 11th player to score 1,000 points in just 3 years at Mount St. Mary's. Brazee has more than 1,000 in her career, but some came prior to her transferring here at GW. So she's got a chance with 5 tonight to get to 1,000 at the Mount alone. But Wagner is in their green tops, white lettering, black trim. Mount St. Mary's in their home whites, blue numbers, and gold trim. And again, the Mount one going away in the final a year ago. Wagner, though, did win on this court in the regular season last year, but here this season in the regular season, the Mount beat them in a tight game. It went down to the final shot. Wagner's buzzer beater fell short, 53-51 the final. So the lights are bright tonight at Knott Arena. And for Mount St. Mary's, tonight, their fourth consecutive season in the Northeast Conference semis, their 15th in program history. The Mount is 8-6 here in the NEC semis. The Mount a top 3 seed for a third year in a row in this tournament. It is the first time ever that Wagner is a top 4 seed in consecutive seasons. It's Isabella Hunt in the jump circle for the Mount. And for Wagner, it is actually, I don't believe Drea Hayward, or no, it is. Hayward is in. It is Kem Waburu. I thought it might be Catrice Jackson there, but I misread the number. Kem Waburu will be in the jump circle here, the 5'11 senior forward for Wagner. Great crowd at Knott Arena for this special night. The winner will go on to play in the Northeast Conference Championship game. Either team would host Bryant, but if FDU wins at home, the 1 seed, both of these teams that head to Fairleigh Dickinson, if that is the case, we'll be following along. That game running alongside ours tonight. And it will be a noon start for the NEC Championship game on Sunday afternoon. So we are waiting for TV in which to get this thing going. The girls have been standing on the floor for a few minutes here. Wagner did get a win over the Mount earlier this year, but it was not on the field of play. It was one of the 2 forfeits the Mount took losses for their first 2 games of the season. Here we go. Waburu for Wagner, Hunt for the Mount. And listen to the crowd. Opening tip. Wagner wins it left to right on your radio dial. Here we go with the 2022 Northeast Conference semifinal from Knott Arena. On the outside, Thibault, she'll take a 3 and no good. Oh, that nearly went down off the front of the iron, back of the iron, and it bounced away. And now Mount St. Mary's with the basketball. As on the left wing, Harrison, opening possession for the Mount, no score. As driving a baseline, Thomas Setti. Around the world she goes, hands for Harrison, thought about a 3. She's on the drive. Her pass with the underside of the backboard with a left-handed push pass, and it goes into the hands of a Seahawk. Quickly the other way, Thibault goes down to the ground, but got it to a teammate. Thibault gets it back as she backpedals near the center of the floor. And now around a curl, Cowan, foul line extended. Back Thibault, open 3, good. The opening scoring of the game. A 3 from Zendaya Thibault as she has attempted 2 out of the gate. She's a 30% three-point shooter. Wagner leads 3-0. Here's Agantovic up top for Brazil. Wagner pressing around that three-point line. 3, good from the top of the key. Oh, it barely touched the net. A pure triple from Brazil, who had just 7 points, a season low in NEC play for Brazil in the quarters. But she hits a triple right out of the gate tonight. Cowan up top for Waburu. Waburu on the low block, kicking it out now for Drea Hayward, going right. Now a screen, she goes left in the lane, bounces out, Thibault, pump fake, baseline drive, lays it up, and it spins off the iron. Oh, she got a great look there. And the Mount comes the other way. We're tied at 3, nearly 2 minutes in. First quarter, 3 from Agantovic. Good! Kayla Agantovic knocks it down. Wagner is the best team at defending the 3 in the NEC. And the Mounts are the first 2 of the night. Thibault did not take an open 3 from the top of the key. She wants a screen right. She'll go that way. Foul line gets it down to Krista Grava. Agantovic down to the ground. Offensive foul. And it's Mount St. Mary's basketball. And Krista Grava, the biggest offensive weapon on the low block, averaging 13.2 points per game. Krista Grava gets her first foul. 6-3, Mount St. Mary's leads. Thomas City against man-to-man pressure brings it up. She tries to turn the corner going left, and she got fouled. And they're going to give her a shooting foul. Boy, that's fortunate. That was a heady play. She got contact from Waburu, a bit of a hip check there. And Thomas City just kind of threw the ball up in the air towards the basket. And she's got 2 free throws heading her way here for the 72% shooter. The sophomore from right down the road. And the first one, it just delicately falls home as it rattled around, sat on the front of the iron for a second, and then dove its way through. A second attempt upcoming, and good. And Mount St. Mary's has scored 8 in a row. 8-3, the Mount in front. As bringing it up now for Wagner is Cowan to run the point. Each team playing man-to-man out of the gate. Cowan around the screen, top of the key. Left side, Hayward, post touch, turning. Krista Grava, shot short. It's tipped up, knocked away, and Thomas City's got it. Quickly front court left. She knocked it out of the hands of Waburu. Great rebound for the Mount, and a chance for a 10 or 11-0 run here. Brzee driving, stopping inside the three-point line. Hands to Thomas City on the outside. Going to her right, foul line extended. Here's Agantovic cutting. Got a defender in the air, blocked away. Coming back was Krista Grava. And now Thomas City commits a foul with a loose ball there running into Cowan as she brought it in. First on Thomas City. That was an incredible block by Krista Grava as Agantovic got her to flash by and she just reached behind her and there was a no-look block. She blocked the ball without even looking at the person she was guarding because she was by her. As here is Thibault. Waburu now inside the arc. Gets it to Hayward. On the outside, they're going to get a post touch. Krista Grava back to Thibault. They play a 2-man game. She'll back it up to the left wing. Goes around the screen. Long 2-point jumper. And it's off to the left. Arne Taylor fights for the rebound. It's on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball. And the alternate arrow is going to give it to Mount St. Mary's here. The Mount is almost enticing Thibault to shoot the jumper. The pass first point guard has taken 4 of the first 5 Wagner shots in the game. And Wagner will bring pressure here against the Mount. Jada Lee is in for a first time along with Arne Taylor for the Mount. Lee's got the basketball. A double team comes. She gets to the Brzee. The Mount's in the move. Brzee inside the arc. Jump pass corner. Open 3. Taylor. And no good. A bit strong off the backside of the iron. And quickly Hayward brings it up the floor for Wagner. 8-3, Mount St. Mary's leading about 4 minutes in. Thibault for Cowan left wing. Driving baseline, Cowan runner. No good, but a foul. Yeah, they get it on Mckayla Harrison. And Alex Cowan, the local product from Bowie, Maryland, will go to the line to shoot 2. Bowie about an hour and a half away, but more local than Wagner. Of course, the Mount is the only NEC team in the state of Maryland, and Wagner's got a few players. They actually have 3 Marylanders on this team. Cowan, the most influential. And of course, her brother was a superstar player. Probably Mark Turgeon in his decade as the head coach at the University of Maryland. Her brother may have been the most influential Maryland Terrapin player. She has quite a lineage in basketball in her family. Just her older brother, second is good. She makes them both, and it's 8-5. As now Jada Lee brings it up quickly against pressure. The Wagner halts the 8-0 Mount run. They run a weave up top, left wing. Lee going left, stopping. Thibault guarding. They're trying to post up Hunt, but there was no lane there. Brzee kicks it. Arne Taylor takes a baseline. She's under the hoop, and they ruled that she stepped out of bounds. Taylor thought she got a little bit of a bump, but it's a turnover, and it's Wagner basketball. And Wagner a pressure man-to-man, forcing a second Mount turnover of the game. As now jogging it up the center of the floor is Cowan. They're playing Thibault off the ball. That is different than what we saw early in the game. Krista Grava, the big, comes out beyond the three-point line to get it. Now driving towards her left, towards the baseline. Hayward gets a defender in the air and in prime position lays it in. And it's 8-7. And Wagner driving the baseline and doing it well. Taylor's double team in trouble. Deflected pass, but against the Brazil. Left side, Harrison, three. Good! Oh, Mckayla Harrison. She wanted it and at a very quick release. The Mounts hit 3 threes, and they're up 11-7. How about that? Post touch, Krista Grava up top catching Jackson. Now straight away, Cowan the guard. Cowan takes a three, right side of the iron. Fight for the rebound. The Mounts got it. Tipped out of the hands of Jackson and into Arne Taylor's mitts. And she'll bring it up for the Mount. 4-point lead. And the ball for Mount St. Mary. Taylor driving left in the lane. Had it knocked away, going out of bounds. And I believe it'll be Wagner basketball. Jackson knocked it away from Taylor. And it hit her leg. Catrice Jackson, who had 5 blocks in the regular season finale against Merrimack, comes up with a big one there. First media timeout of this one, 4:39 to play in the first quarter. Our score, the Mount 11, Wagner 7. This is the 2022 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball Semifinal on the Mount Athletics Network.
When you hear that hunger calling your name and you need to get some food, gotta find yourself a place where they're hooking it up, where they're cooking something good.
Roy Rogers' famous steak and cheese is back. Download the new Roy's Rewards app and get $5 off your next purchase. That's free food, dude.
Come on down to Roy's and have a cowboy kind of day.
Download the new Roy's Rewards app.
Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount Ticket Office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
From Jim Phelan to Milan Brown to Jamion Christian and Dan Engelstad, this is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Welcome back here to Knott Arena. My name is Adam Pohl. Big thank you to my right-hand man, Ralph Grunt, our team status, or our statistician on these Mount broadcasts. I'll get it out right one of these times. Yeah, Ralph's done an outstanding job for us all year long. And we are greatly appreciative as we get ready. I mean, this is a big night for Mount basketball as the Mount women's program tries to go to the Northeast Conference Championship Game for a second consecutive year. They had only played, I mean, think about this, in 2019, they had only played in the semifinal once in the last decade. And now here they are in a 4th consecutive semifinal. They were unable to play the 2020 semifinal. They had a home game upcoming in that one with a trip to the NEC title on the line. And they were the 2 seed in that tournament. And then, of course, won it all last year. Early on in this one, you know, it's interesting. Mount St. Mary's has made 3 field goals. Each and every one of them has been a 3. They're 3 of 4 from deep. 3 different players, Brazil, Harrison, and Agantovic. What a trio that is for the Mount. Have made their 3s in the game. Tess Borges is in for the Mount for a first time as Zanea Feibel will bring it up for Wagner. 4:33 to play in this first quarter. Foul line extended. Catching here is Jackson. Hands to Cowan straight away. Lob. Deflected pass. And we're looking down low. She got it back. Now post touch. Jackson turning. Or Waburu, that is. And the shot does not go. And the Mount, Borges the rebound. And here comes Mount St. Mary's. A 4-point lead in the ball. That was a good look there from Waburu as they had a mismatch down low. Lead for Borges down low. Brzee knocked out of her hands. No foul. And it's a turnover into the hands of Catrice Jackson. Wagner brings it up the floor. Boy, their aggressive defense has been big. On the outside here is Feibel. Now up top for Waburu. Waburu turning to her left. Shot no good off the right side of the iron. It's going out of bounds. And it's Mount St. Mary's basketball as Wagner has their leading scorer, Amelia Krista Grava, on the bench. And let's see if the Mount can take advantage. She does have one foul into the game for a first time today. Lena Losonis, the Latvian freshman. She had a very good game here at Knott Arena earlier this year. As on the wing, Jada Lee driving down the lane, hands it off to Borges, just a bit strong. And the rebound to Jackson. Here comes Wagner. Borges got surprised by that wraparound pass. Thibault inside the arc, the pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, reversal, Losonis doesn't go. Brzee, long rebound, she's running it out. 2-on-3 front court. Brzee heads, it's an Arne Taylor three, but back iron no. And a rebound for Wagner. Though each team getting some looks, but not able to connect in the last 2 minutes. 11-7, Mount St. Mary's leading. Thibault guarded by Brzee on the outside. And now making a move, Jackson. Left of the lane, gets a man in the air, puts it up and in with a left-handed scoop. She got Borges in the air and then went to the long-ranging scoop shot to score. And she brings Wagner within two. It's 11-9, the Mount in front. Harrison driving. Harrison under the bucket, reversal. Good! Beautiful reverse layup. Mckayla Harrison beat the pressure. The big came to defend, and she scores it. She's got 5 of the Mount's 13. And it's 13-9, Mount St. Mary's. Up top, the big Waburu. Losonis nearly had it knocked away. She gets it back. Here's Thibault. Thought about a three, better of it. To her left on the outside. Pull up long. 2 is good. Thibault hits. Her second field goal. She's got 5. It's 13-11. And Wagner's bringing full court pressure here upon every inbound for the Mount. No double team. As Jada Lee brings it into the front court for Mount St. Mary's inside. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Left wing Harrison. Up top, Borges. Borges handing it. Or no, didn't give it to Brzee. It's Taylor. She wants a screen. Screen's coming left. She goes right. And Taylor's fouled on the drive. Catrice Jackson with a foul. It's on the floor. They're not yet in the bonus. First on Jackson. Third on Wagner. And now the Mount's going to bring 3 players in. Agantovic, Tomasetti, and Hunt. And also in for Wagner, Amelia Krista Grava. So, that's a good spurt there for Wagner. You bring your star off the floor, and they didn't lose any ground in the game. As Lita inbound looking, gets it in, right wing jumper, Tomasetti, and she hits. Tomasetti off a curl, baseline jumper, she's got 4, and the Mount leads by 4. 1:35 to play in the opening quarter. Exciting start to this one at Knott Arena. Hayward going left at the foul line. Now back to her left. Spinning in the lane. Wild shot. Back iron. No. Hunt gets the rebound. Falling to the ground. Hands it to Agantovic. And Agantovic will bring it up the floor. 15-11. Mount St. Mary's in front. Agantovic going left inside the arc. Stopping. Swings it up top. Brzee. Brzee makes a move. Driving down the lane. And she got fouled. Is it going to be a shooting foul or not? She got tripped up on the drive. Let's see. They're not in the bonus, and it is. So Brzee's going to get to the line to shoot 2 here. She looks down at her left elbow. She took quite a crashing fall. Brzee has got tape on her left forearm and a message that includes a heart on it. We know the Brzee family and Brzee's younger sister, Ella, battling cancer right now. A story that has touched the hearts of everybody around the NEC and beyond this year as Kendall makes the first. The Mount's entire team wore pink shoes on a day celebrating Ella and the Mount's help aiding her fight the cancer that she's battling right now. And Brzee still wearing those pink shoes, as many of the Mount players are, like Arne Taylor and Tess Borges. 17-11, the Mount leads it after Brzee makes both. Losonis up top, catching Hayward. It's a deflected pass. It's loose. Losonis gets it back. Jump pass knocked away from behind. Great help defense by the Mount. It's out of bounds. Wagner basketball. Boy, the Mount was out of place after nearly stealing it, and they were able to still recover. And Wagner will inbound, 17 to shoot. From the baseline, Marissa Sanchez-Henry will inbound it. She gets it into Losonis in the corner. Guarded by Lee. Up top, Sanchez Henry, three off the front of the iron. Rebound, Hunt dives on it. Foul! And it's going to be Hunt the line to shoot two. How big is it to get in the bonus? That's a tough foul. Hunt dove for the basketball. A loose ball, and they get the foul on Hayward. The starting junior's second foul. And we're going to walk 93 feet the other way. And Isabella Hunt is on the line to shoot two. And the Mount is diving all over the floor in the opening 10 minutes here. It has been a spirited start to the Northeast Conference semifinal. The first of two from Hunt, high arcing and good. Now, you don't want to put this Mount team on the line. They were outstanding at the charity stripe in the quarters, and Hunt makes them both. They're 6 of 6 from the line today, and their 8-point lead is their largest of the early going 19-11. Mount St. Mary's about a 16-second different shot in game clock here as Thibault finds Krista Graf on the outside. Now it is Sanchez Henry. Up top, Thibault going left. Jump pass down low, catching. Waburu scores over the guard. Down low, Jada Lee. She had a dramatic size advantage, and she finishes to bring Wagner within 6. And the Mount can hold for the final shot here. How you end these quarters so important. Wagner will have the ball to start the second quarter. Agantovic going to her right, finds Lee with 8 on the clock. Thomas City with 6. Outside Taylor. It's Agantovic with 4. Driving under the hoop. Agantovic looking, fading jumper. Good at the buzzer! Oh my! She went around the world. She drove from the left wing under the bucket, turned the corner, and from near the NEC logo in the middle of the lane, she knocked it down. Mount St. Mary's on top 21-13. They're going to look to make sure she got the shot off, but the Mount's got an 8-point lead as we go to the second quarter. 21-13. Mount St. Mary's won an offensive quarter for the Mount. We're back to Knott Arena for the 2022 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball Semifinal. We continue right after this.
We're only given one life, and we choose which path to take. We choose to start our incredible journey here, so we can create careers and lives that matter out there. At Mount St. Mary's, we question courageously, serve selflessly, compete ferociously, and do everything extraordinarily, because from the minute we arrive, we live significantly.
If the Mount scores 65 points or more and wins, you score free wings. Bring your Mount ticket to Glory Days Grill in Frederick, located at 1305 West 7th Street, and get your wings. It's all contingent with a $5 minimum purchase. So head on out to Glory Days Grill in Frederick. Glory Days Grill, the official food of hometown sports.
Hungry to repeat the feat and return to March Madness? This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Wow, you know, the first time these two teams met, it was a 53-51 game. It was a low scoring tilt for the Mount. To have this kind of effort in the first quarter is really something. President Trainer is over dancing with the cheerleaders. The president here of the Mount. Oh, you got to love him. What a great addition he has been to this outstanding university over the years. And President Trainer's got the megaphone to his lips, and he's yelling now. Mount St. Mary's up 21-13. As for the Mount, once again, they scored 53 points in the Mount's last game against Wagner. They won it 53-51. So they scored 21 in the opening quarter. They were 6 of 11 from the floor and 3 of 5 from 3. They got to the line to shoot 6 free throws and made them all. Wagner's a bigger team than the Mount, but Mount St. Mary's out-rebounded them 10-6. Now, that is a big number right there. There was only one offensive rebound for either team in the first quarter, and it went to Wagner. And Wagner's leading scorer on the year, Krista Grava, did not score, no points, a foul in 7 minutes. Now, here we go. Wagner basketball down by 8. As Cowan will give it right wing for Thibault. Thibault up top, catching Waburu. It's Cowan outside left, 18 to shoot. Waburu gives a screen. Cowan goes that way to her right, into the lane, goes down to the ground, sliding with the basketball, kicks it to Thibault. She had a 3, didn't take it, 10 to shoot. Around the screen, driving left, tough runner, blocked away by Brzee. And into the hands of Kendall. Long half-court pass to Arne Taylor. Inside the arc, she lost it. She's on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball, and the Mount will retain possession. 22 to shoot. It was almost like they just rubbed a stick of butter on that basketball over the course of between the first and second quarter. But now will inbound for the baseline. 22 seconds in which to shoot. They got a chance for their first double-digit lead of the semifinal. Harrison just gets it in. Taylor outside right. Pump faking a 3 going left straight away. Finds Harrison on the outside. They post up Hunt. Face to the basket outside the lane. Hunt turning to her left. She doesn't have her dribble. Bounces outside. It's stolen by Thibault, who brings it up the left sideline. She was trying to get it to Brzee. They play off Thibault straight away. Waburu jumper, no good. Front of the iron, backboard and out. Wagner struggling for the floor. 5 of 18 to start the game for the field. As Brzee front court left with the basketball. She's going to take a 3. Good! Kendall Brzee has hit both of her 3s, and the Mount is knocking it down from deep. They're on top 24-13. Brzee's got 8 points. She has now scored more than 1,000 in her Mount career alone. Cowan, a tough runner, no good. Rebound loose, and Wagner wins it. As it bounds back out, their second offensive rebound of the game, and the Mount is not matched up properly here. Trying to drive Sanchez Henry, and she turns the score with a mid-range baseline jumper. Sanchez Henry had Hunt on her, and she took advantage, 24-15, a guard against a big. Agantovic into the front court with a left-handed dribble. Right near the three-point line, inside the arc, now for Hunt. Hunt trying to get an advantage. Now to Brzee, straight away. Brzee on the outside. Dishes it, top of the key, Taylor. 7 to shoot, Arne drives. Stops, bounces out, Agantovic. 3 to shoot, she's got a big on her. Agantovic, runner at the horn, no good. And Wagner the stop. Waburu throws it away. Agantovic scores. Oh, it was almost a Fred Brown moment. 1982, Georgetown and Carolina. They got the stop, and Waburu threw the ball right to Agantovic. And she said thank you and laid it in. Now Waburu, a post touch well down low. They're going to get a foul on Hunt for body contact. Coach White not happy about that call. He came out on the floor to argue it. And it's the second foul on, the first foul on Isabella Hunt. Morgus will come into the game. Wagner down by 11, 26-15 is our score. Mount St. Mary's up. 12 and a half minutes in. As from the baseline to inbound, it will be Thibault. Wagner's got to see the ball go in the basket a little bit here. Inbound pass knocked away. And back out of bounds, it stays with the Wagner. Jada Lee, so good at forcing deflections, making things happen, getting to that inbound pass as they lob back near the center of the floor. And Thibault's got it with a right-handed dribble between the rings. Thibault going right, inside the arc, behind the leg dribble. Nothing going here. They want to spread it out. Thibault, pull-up jumper, good. She knocks it down from inside the arc. She drove it at Brzee a bit, stopped and popped. And Thibault's really been the only offensive weapon here. As here's a jump pass into the corner. Jada Lee's got it, whistle, and a travel. And the turnover gives it back to Wagner. The Thibault's got 7 points. Of the 17 for Wagner. as she'll bring it up the floor. Krista Grava still has not scored. She had 19 in the first meeting. She'll get a touch here. Back to the bucket, facing up on Agantovic, turning to her right. Shot is short, and Agantovic the rebound. Oh, how big is that for the Mound? The limit, Amelia Krista Grava, a three-time first-team All-NEC performer. Brzee up top. Now left wing for Jada Lee. Lee can really drive it, kicks it back. Brzee on the wing, makes her move towards the lane, stops, goes left, and the shot, good, and a foul! And Kendall lets out a roar. What a move! Stopping in the lane, going right, changing directions to go left, fouled in the bucket, and a chance for a three-point play. The first foul on Thibault. And it's not really a surprise. Brzee, who had just 7 in the quarterfinal, you knew she wasn't going to have 7 again. That was her lowest point total output of Northeast Conference play this season. As the free throws up and back iron, no. But she's already got 10 today. And she's only shot the ball 3 times. That's pretty efficient. 28-17, the Mount leads. Cowan is fouled. And it's not a bad foul. Thomas City gave it as Cowan turned the corner and was going down a wide open lane. Second foul on Thomas City. The Mount is playing a very small lineup here. Brzee is the 5 right now for Mount St. Mary. So it's a rare time that both Hunt and Borges are on the bench. Loso Nice with it up top. Catching is Thibault. Can they get Krista Grava engaged here? They're playing Agantovic on her. And they got a foul on Agantovic guarding the post. It's her first, team's third. Now, this is a very different look. Usually, Brzee would be on Krista Grava, but Brzee is guarding the point guard and trying to limit the driving ability of Thibault, who's inbounding now. Gets it into Krista Grava, mid-range pull-up, and no good. Front of the iron. She's still scoreless 14 minutes into the semifinal. The Mount leads 28-17. Agantovic right wing, handing it off. Here for Harrison, dribble drive, crossover, runner. Oh, off glass and in. Oh, the Mount guards are finishing with great regularity. And Mount St. Mary's is putting together just a beautiful performance in the first 15 minutes of the semis. Thibault driving, tough reversal, does not go. Rebounds on the floor, the Mount's got it. Jada Lee brings it up for Agantovic up the right sideline. She's driving. Agantovic called for a charge. Down to the ground was Cowan. That's a big one. 5:33 left in the second quarter. Agantovic has been primarily guarding Krista Grava as we've got a timeout on the floor. And Wagner calls time here. 5:33 to play, second quarter. What a start for the Mount. Mount St. Mary's leading the semifinal 30-17. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball on the Mount Athletics Network.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little More team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
Make sure your youngsters can be a part of the action all year long as a member of the Junior Mountaineers Club. Kids ages 13 and under can join for just $20. With that, they will receive admission to all men's and women's basketball and lacrosse games this season, along with a Junior Mountaineer t-shirt. Fill out your application today to sign up at mountathletics.com.
You're listening to the 6-time NEC champions. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
We welcome you back here to the semifinal. My name is Adam Pohl. As Mount St. Mary's is on top, 30-17. Wagner has struggled from the floor. They're just 7 of 24 from the field. That is 29%. And Mount St. Mary's has just been spectacular. I know they've turned it over 6 times. That's the only thing you can really look upon negatively. I mean, the Mount is 10 of 16 for the floor, 4 of 6 from 3. Fans, a reminder, the Mount St. Mary's or the Northeast Conference Championship Game is going to be on TV Sunday afternoon on ESPNU. Sunday afternoon. If FDU wins today, the 1 seed, the winner of this game will go to Fairleigh Dickinson. If Bryant wins today, then it will be completely different, meaning the winner of this game, either the Mount or Wagner, will be playing for at home for the Northeast Conference title, whoever is able to win this one. Boy, doesn't it feel like an enormous few minutes here of this game. Right now, I mean, it is, they've played 17 minutes at FDU. Fairleigh Dickinson's winning 13-12. It hasn't been a pretty semifinal there. As bringing it up quickly, Los Sonis, the freshman from Latvia, going to the Latvian big, catching Amelia. Krista Garvin driving it in. Jackson lost it. Offensive foul. Stepping up to take the charge, Arne Taylor. The Mount has not let Thibault, the usual distributor, the leading player in assists in the NEC. They have not allowed her to be a driver and distributor in the game. And with that, the bigs are not scoring for Wagner, even against a smaller Mount team. The Mount beats the press. If they hurry, they might have a chance here. Harrison eluding a few Wagner players, but they'll hold it into a half-court set. That was a second foul, and Catrice Jackson, the reserve big, up top, Hunt. She'll hand for Taylor. Arne on the outside, posting up Hunt. Kick out straight away, Brzee driving left. Brzee runner, no good. Hit the iron twice, bounced away. It was really a good job to avoid a charge there for Kendall because Krista Garva stepped up. As now the other way quickly. They look down low, post touch, Krista Garva down low, and she got fouled. And let's see, as she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see if this gets Amelia Krista Garva going here. As Krista Garva, an 82% free throw shooter on the year. The leading scorer for Wagner. She had 19 of Wagner's 51 points the first time these teams met this year. And she hadn't scored yet today, but she hits the first of 2. Wagner, once again, Krista Grava from Latvia, and so is the freshman 5'10 guard, Lena Losonis, and they are both outstanding players. She makes them both, and it's 30-19. Now she's going to come out of the game. Wagner's going to go small here against a smaller Mount lineup a bit. The Mount does have Hunt on the floor, but they'll bring full court press. The inbound to Jada Lee. No double team in the backcourt just yet. Lee jogs it up with a left-handed dribble into the front court. Double team comes in the front court. Lee makes a move. Double team is on her. She finds Brzee. Now left side, Arne Taylor. 3. Good! The Mount beat the press, and they hit a triple. 33-19. Mount St. Mary's. And the Mount is in a zone. A rare look for the Mount. They're playing zone. Straight away, Thibault. If she wants a jumper from there, she could take it. Right wing, Cowan taking a 3. Back iron, no! Isabella Hunt the rebound. And the Mount in the last 4 minutes is going to try to give it an enormous, almost knockout type blow here. 14-point lead of the ball to her right, Taylor. Kick out. Harrison's open. It's a 3. And it's good! The Mount is running and hiding in the NEC semifinal. Timeout, Wagner. And the entire Mount bench erupts. 36-19, Mount St. Mary's. An enormous performance from the team that was preseason number 1 in the Northeast Conference. They were handed 2 losses to FDU, the 1 seed, and this 4-seeded Wagner to start conference play. They probably would not have been a 3 seed had they not had a COVID issue to begin the year. And Mount St. Mary's able to really pick it up late. They won their last 3 regular season games, holding opponents beneath 50 points in all 3 of them. And here we are after a decisive win in the quarters. The Mount outscoring Wagner 15-6 in this period. They're back in a zone, up by 17. Thibault straight away. Finding Krista Grava, back to Thibault. Long 3, good. Oh, did Wagner need it? Just from the left of the top of the key. And it's 36-22. Thibault is carrying the water for Wagner. She's got 10. Taylor, kick out to Hunt on the outside. Usually the big. Driving baseline, swings it. Jada Lee takes it down the baseline. And they got an offensive foul on Lee. And Hunt is in some distress. Oh boy, the Mount needs Isabella Hunt. And she's still down on the ground. She's going to take a moment before getting up. She made that pass. And we've got a technical foul on Wagner. We've got a technical foul on Wagner. One of Wagner's players said something to Hunt, who was down on the ground. Hunt, I believe, made a comment to the official asking why there wasn't a foul on the pass attempt by Wagner, and the Wagner player made a comment right back. Now, the foul is on Jada Lee, it initially of Mount St. Mary's, and that is a charge. But the Mount's going to shoot a free throw here. Now, Waburu got the tech. Now, remember in the collegiate game, that goes as a personal foul as well. So Waburu is a big. She's got 2. The Catrice Jackson's got 2. And the other big, Krista Graffa's got 1. As the first free throw is good for Harrison. The Mount scored 53 in the entire game in their win against Wagner early this year. She makes the second, and it's 38-22. They've got 38 points in 17 minutes of the semifinal. An electric offensive half for Mount St. Mary's, and the Mount now gets the ball. How about that? The Brzee with it. Goes to her left on the outside. Brzee inside the arc, handing for Agantovic. Keeps the pivot foot down. Brzee top of the key. Now for Borges inside the arc. She'll hand for Harrison. Thought about a 3, did not take. 13 to shoot. Harrison turns the corner to her left, scoops it up. Good! She scored it. She lulled them to sleep, and Harrison lays it in. 40-22, Mount St. Mary's. And they're back in a zone in the middle of it. Hayward blocked away by Borges, and the Mounts got it. They come the other way, looking for a 20-point lead. Harrison thought about a 3, better of it. Take a deep breath. Kendall Brzee says, let's hold it up a bit here, folks. As they got 20 to shoot. Brzee with the basketball. 1 dribble, stop. Now Borges gets it top of the key. Borges looking. She's a great passing big. Brzee on the outside, kicks it. Borges thought about a 3, drives herself. Borges runner, short. And it is Wagner quickly the other way. Alex Cowan inside the arc, driving to lay up, no good. Catrice Jackson with it, jump ball. Alternate arrow will keep it with Wagner. 2:11 to play. Second quarter. Now, Wagner is known more for their defense. The Mountain known more for their offense. And coming into the year, and the question is, if you're the defensive team and you're down big, can you come back? It's a long road to hoe for the Seahawks right here. They need a big finish to the half. Hayward driving down the left side of the lane. Oh, Brzee nearly tied her up. Thibault 3, top of the key. She hits another. Thibault is keeping Wagner somewhat in the conversation with a spectacular half. 13 of the 25 points for the Seahawks. The Mounts driving it. Harrison's baseline drive and cross-court feed is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay Mount basketball, 144 remaining in the quarter and 20 to shoot. 40-25, Mount St. Mary's leading. From the baseline, lead to inbound. Looking, and now finding Harrison left wing. Harrison on the outside, plenty of time. Back to Jada Lee to her right inside the arc. The kick out to Brzee. Screen left, she goes right. Brzee fouled. Oh no, they got her on a travel. Now she got some contact by the whistler for steps, maybe prior to that. And it's Wagner basketball down by 15. 1:34 left in the first half of the semifinal. The third-seeded Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers on top big over the fourth-seeded Seahawks of Wagner, but a lot of basketball left. And Wagner looking for a big run going to the break here to turn the tenor of the game. The bounce back into a man-to-man. Left wing Cowan. They post up Krista Graham. A double team comes. Stolen! Brzee the other way. Brzee inside the arc. Swings it out for Taylor. Here's a look for three. No good. There's going to be a foul, and it's going to be on Wagner. Off the ball, trying to rebound it was Amelia Krista Grava. And Krista Grava just picked up her second foul. And all three of the pivots in Wagner's post have 2 fouls in the first half. That was a 4th team foul in the quarter, so the Mount will inbound. 20 to shoot, 1:10 on the game clock here. And the Wagner, Catrice Jackson, is arguing that she is not too close. I don't know. It was kind of a weird situation there. Krista Grava, or Catrice Jackson, who is now checked back into the game, was arguing about where she was standing out of bounds. Straight away, Harrison. It's a three. No good short. Offensive rebound, Hunt. Hunt jump pass out up top. And the Mount can reset as we head inside a minute to play in the second quarter. Big offensive rebound there from Isabella Hunt. 15-point lead. And the ball for the Mount. They move it now. Hunt going left inside the arc. Looking, handing for Taylor. Taylor spinning in the lane. And they got it for an offensive foul. Cowan takes the charge. And all of a sudden, Wagner getting stops. And the Mount fans are getting a little irritated as it is becoming a charge festival on plays in which the Mount is not even going to the basket. 16-second difference shot on game clock. Losonis gets a post feed for Cowan. Under the basket. No good. Strong on the layup attempt. Maybe a bit too close into the basket. And they got Harrison on a travel as she tried to avoid Drea Hayward pressuring her up the right sideline. Oh, it has been a turnover fest for the Mount in the last 3 minutes or so. And there was number 10 of the half on the Mount. Wagner's had just 5. As the Seahawks can hold for the final shot of the quarter, down by 15. Now you get a bucket or a 2 or a 3 here, that'd be huge. They call a foul on Arne Taylor previous. She's got 2 fouls. The last foul that was called, that charge. Up top, Cowan, 10 seconds of the clock. Cowan going to her left, still on the outside with 8. Cowan, double team, throws it. It's Hayward catching outside the lane. Tough pull-up jumper. Will Strong. And the clock runs down to nothing. That's the end of the first half. And what a half of basketball for Mount St. Mary's. The Mount 40-25 leading at the break in the Northeast Conference semifinal. Who would have thought that Mount St. Mary's would have had 2 offensive quarters like that? 21 in the first, 19 in the second. We take a timeout. We'll come back to look at the lovely totals, as the great Joe Angel of the Oil Radio Network would say, of the halftime. Right after this, 40-25. Mount St. Mary's in front. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little Moore team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
We're only given one life, and we choose which path to take. We choose to start our incredible journey here so we can create careers and lives that matter out there. At Mount St. Mary's, we question courageously, serve selflessly, compete ferociously, and do everything extraordinarily, because from the minute we arrive, we live significantly.
If the Mount scores 65 points or more and wins, you score free wings. Bring your Mount ticket to Glory Days Grill in Frederick, located at 1305 West 7th Street, and get your wings. It's all contingent with a $5 minimum purchase. So head on out to Glory Days Grill in Frederick. Glory Days Grill, the official food of hometown sports. Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount ticket office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
You're listening to the six-time NEC champions. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Boy, it is. It's just so wonderful to see this outstanding group of young women cheered on in this way. The atmosphere is spectacular. And Mount St. Mary's, talking about spectacular, and that is a word that really indicates what Mount St. Mary's has been able to do here in this Northeast Conference semifinal and incredible first half for the Mount. And so big to be able to get this game at home. We talked about it in our open, but Bryant, the 7 seed, upsetting St. Francis Brooklyn. Brooklyn was up by 1 point with I think 2 seconds left, and Bryant called timeout. Now in the women's game, you get to move the ball to half court. That was the key. Bryant got a look for 3 at the buzzer, and the 3-point shooter was fouled. And after a long delay, she strode to the line and hit all 3 free throws. And the 7th-seeded Bulldogs of Bryant, of course, who celebrate a men's NEC title for a first time in their leagues or their history. They are in the semis against FDU, and we will take a look at that score later in our halftime proceedings. Let's take a look, though, at halftime stats here. Mount St. Mary's on top. The 3 seed of the 4th-seeded Wagner Seahawks, 40-25 for the Mount. It's Mckayla Harrison with 14 points leading the way. I mean, just unbelievable what Harrison has done in this postseason. Her season high was 25. So she scored 23 in the quarterfinal. So 2 shy of her season's best. Harrison, 14 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3. And then Kendall Brzee was incredible as well. 10 points on just 3 of 4 shooting. Kendall had 10 points and 5 rebounds in the half. As a team, the Mount shot 57%. They turned it over 10 times, but they were 13 of 23 from the floor, 6 of 10 from 3. How about that? And 8 of 9 from the foul line. Remember, Wagner is not only the worst 3-point shooting team in the NEC, but Wagner is also the best at defending the 3. But the Mount was outstanding for 3-point range here in the first half. For Wagner, they shot 29% from the floor, 9 of 31. They were 3 of 7 from 3, as Thibault hit 3 of 4 from deep, all from the top of the key. And then 4 of 4, Wagner from the foul line. You know, Wagner's got the size advantage, but the Mount out-rebounded them big in the first half, 20-12. That was a big, big number. The Mount outscoring Wagner in the paint, 12-6. Although Wagner did have all 5 of the second chance points in the first half of play. For Mount St. Mary's again, leading scorer Mckayla Harrison. She had 14 in 17 minutes. Brazil with 10 points and 5 boards. The Mount got 7 from Kayla Agantovic, who played only 11 minutes due to foul trouble. One of 3 Mount players with 2 fouls, along with Thomas Setti and Arne Taylor. The Mount got 4 from Thomas Setti, 3 from Taylor, and Isabella Hunt. 2 points, but 6 rebounds in 14 minutes. For Wagner, it was Zanea Thibault. Thibault, usually a passer, leading the NEC in assists. She had only 1 assist. She played all 20 minutes, had 13 points. Wow, she was outstanding. 5 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3. Other than that, Wagner did not have a player score more than 2 points. How about that? Cowan, 0 of 5 from the floor. She scored 2. Waburu had 2. Hayward had 2. How about the Mount holding Krista Grava to 2? 2 points, 3 rebounds. She didn't have a field goal. Sanchez Henry had 2. And Jackson had 2. Losones and Pitt got into the game, but did not score. For Wagner for the Mount, Lee and Borges played, but did not score. So, a lot of times you think about who are the stars of a game, right? And right now the Mount Stars have eclipsed that of Wagner. And their offensive, their proficient offensive attack has told the tale in this one. 40 points on the board, a half in for Mount St. Mary's. We take a break. We'll return with a look at the other NEC semifinal right after this. Once again, our halftime score, Mount St. Mary's 40, Wagner 25. This is the 2022 Women's Basketball Northeast Conference semifinal on Mount Athletics, the Mount Athletics Network. If the Mount scores 65 points or more and wins, you score free wings. Bring your Mount ticket to Glory Days Grill in Frederick, located at 1305 West 7th Street, and get your wings. It's all contingent with a $5 minimum purchase. So head on out to Glory Days Grill in Frederick. Glory Days Grill, the official food of hometown sports.
Take the first step on your journey towards a life of significance. Visit the Mount in person on our beautiful 1,400-acre campus by registering for an upcoming open house. Or choose to experience the Mount virtually through virtual tours, live chats, and webinars. Meet your moment on the mountain. Visit Mount St. Mary's University.
Make sure your youngsters can be a part of the action all year long as a member of the Junior Mountaineers Club. Kids ages 13 and under can join for just $20. With that, they will receive admission to all men's and women's basketball and lacrosse games this season, along with a Junior Mountaineer t-shirt. Fill out your application today to sign up at mountathletics.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little More team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
From Jim Phelan to Milan Brown to Jamion Christian and Dan Engelstad, this is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Well, Mount St. Mary's scored 40 points in the first half here. They lead Wagner 40-25. 5:10 left here before the beginning of the third quarter. And interestingly enough, the Mount is here. They are warming up on the floor here prior to the beginning of the second half. Wagner is not out there as of yet. How about this score, Ralph, in or at Fairleigh Dickinson? Bryant and FDU were tied at 18 at halftime. How about that? 18 all. And they have started the second half. Bryant's winning at FDU 23-20. Bryant up. 17 and a half minutes remain in that game. A lot of basketball left. The one-seeded Fairleigh Dickinson trailing the 7th-seeded Bryant. Of course, if Bryant wins and the Mount hangs on, it's going to be Championship Sunday here at Knott Arena. So how about that? This is the 2022 Northeast Conference semifinal. I mean, it is just, it really is amazing, what head coach Dan Engelstad on the men's side and Antoine White on the women's side have been able to do as the men playing in the semis 2 years in a row, now a 4th straight for the women. We'll take one more time out. We're back to Knott Arena with a second half right after this, as this is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little More team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
We're only given one life, and we choose which path to take. We choose to start our incredible journey here, so we can create careers and lives that matter out there. At Mount St. Mary's, we question courageously, serve selflessly, compete ferociously, and do everything extraordinarily, because from the minute we arrive, we live significantly.
If the Mount scores 65 points or more and wins, you score free wings. Bring your Mount ticket to Glory Days Grill in Frederick, located at 1305 West 7th Street, and get your wings. It's all contingent with a $5 minimum purchase. So head on out to Glory Days Grill in Frederick. Glory Days Grill, the official food of hometown sports. Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount ticket office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
You're listening to the 6-time NEC champions. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Well, Wagner is looking to go to the Northeast Conference Championship game for what would be consecutive years for the first time in program history if the Seahawks can do it. Obviously a very, very tough road to hoe here, but this is the first time since the late 90s that Wagner has been a top 4 seed in consecutive years. It's also the first time that these two are meeting, these programs, in the semis. First time they're meeting in the semifinal in 22 years. The Mount beat Wagner in the 2000 Northeast Conference semis. Mount St. Mary's, they are 4-time NEC tournament champions. They have gone to the NEC Championship Game 8 times in their history, and they won it early in their tenure in this league in 1993. 94 and 95, a three-peat for the Mount. 94 was the first year that the NEC got an automatic bid in the NCAA tournament. And then, of course, last year, the Mount broke a long spell without winning it all in the tourney by getting it done. And they'd like to add another year to that championship banner here in 2022. Bryant's up 23-22, they just announced over the loudspeaker. As we get ready for the second half. What a big third quarter here. Wagner's had some time to regroup. They've been beaten in both of the first 2 periods. 40-25, Mount St. Mary's leads. As the Mount will have it left to right on your radio dial to begin the third quarter and the second half. 20 minutes from the NEC final, one of these two programs. Each trying to make it for a second consecutive year. They matched up with it all on the line a year ago. Thomas City around his screen. Going right, the kick out. Agantovic open three. It's strong. And the rebound brought down by Cowan of Wagner. Here come the Seahawks. Oh, the Mount got a great look right out of the break here. Cowan left wing. Up top, Thibault playing catch. Back to Cowan. Screen right. She goes that way. She'll take a three, and she hits. So the Mount misses a three, and Wagner hits one. Wagner's 4 of 8 from three in the game. And all of a sudden, the Seahawks are within 12. The Mount had an 18-point lead at 40-22 late in the second quarter. Agantovic looking to drive. Wagner has switched into a zone. They weren't in a zone throughout the game previously. Harrison didn't take the three. Cross court in the corner. Thomas City drives baseline. Looking down low. It's on the floor. Knocked away. And it's going out of bounds. No, Wagner is able to save it in. They force the turnover. Thibault up the floor. Down by 12. Down low. All alone. Krista Graffa scores. The Mount lost her. And Amelia Krista Graffa gets her first field goal of the game. And they're within 10. It's an 8-0 Wagner run. 40-30 Mount St. Mary's leading. Brazil out for Thomas City on the outside. Wagner still in his zone. Jump pass down low. Harrison catches the score. A great finish. Cutting down the lane without the ball. And Mckayla Harrison lays it in. 42-30. Mount St. Mary's is in front here. On the right wing, Cowan guarded closely. Up top, Thibault. Didn't take the three at first. Going to her left inside the arc now. Thibault with a right-handed dribble. Around that screen again, bouncing down low. Catching Waburu. Shot high off the glass. No, she gets her own rebound. Can't finish. And it's going out of bounds. It'll stay with Wagner. Well, that again right there, something we didn't see in the first half much of. The Mount not able to clean up the glass. Wagner getting on the glass, getting 2 in effect offensive rebounds and getting a third crack added here on this possession. 8:06 remaining, third quarter. It's 42-30, Mount St. Mary's in front. As now we have a moment. I think they're resetting the shot clock. 18 to shoot. And Wagner's going to inbound it. As for the baseline, they look. Feeding up top, Thibault gets it to Hayward. And right back to Thibault. Thibault left wing. Inside the arc. Jumper. Greases the front of the iron. No good. And Isabella Hunt wins the battle. She gets the rebound. She'll bring it up with a right-handed dribble into the front court right. Lobbing for Harrison on the wing. She'll take a three. No good, back iron. And a rebound. And Hayward got fouled by Thomas Setti on the rebounding effort. And it looks like Hayward's all right. She fell on the basketball. And that's a big one. Thomas Setti is the first player in the game to get her third foul. And she's been very good in this game, went in. Well, Mount St. Mary's is going to bring in Jada Lee. And they'll also bring in Arne Taylor. 42-30. The Mount leading. As Wack brings it up, catching Jackson inside the arc, the big. Handing for Hayward straight away near the top of the key. Here's a three, left wing Thibault. No good across the iron. And the Mount the rebound. Now Thibault forced to be a jump shooter. She's missed her first 2 in the second half. And Brazil brings it into the front court straight away. Right wing Jada Lee. Up top for Hunt, the big. Hunt's going to hand it for Taylor. Taylor's on the outside to look for three. No good, back iron. The Mount hit 6 of 10 in the first half. They've missed their first 3 second half threes. Cowan is driving it in, kicking it out to Hayward. Hayward into the lane. Swings it left wing Thibault. Up top, Cowan triple good. And a fist bump from Thibault. Wagner, for the first time in some time, has hit a single-digit deficit for the Seahawks. 42-33, Mount St. Mary. Remember, Wagner was blown out, losing by 32 on this floor to end their season in the title game a year ago. They didn't want to have the same thing happen here. As looking to drive Brizzi. Kicks it into the corner. Harrison's got it. Harrison shakes the defender. Taylor throws it away. Wagner the other way. Cowan is on the break. Cowan lays it up wildly and gets the foul call as she throws it off the bottom of the backboard, and she'll shoot 2. Now Harrison really shook a defender, and the defender going down to the ground, but the Mount turns it over again. And all of a sudden, Wagner's at the line, down by 9. They trailed by 15 at the break. And in the third quarter for the Seahawks, the goal had to be a simple one: get back in the game. And they are doing that with their first big run of the evening. Free throw is good. The Mount led this game 40-22. It is a 12-2 run for Wagner, going back to the final field goal of the first half. As Cowan second, and she makes them both. And they're going to get a foul on Wagner. I think Arne Taylor trying to get a rebound, and they're going to get a foul on Wagner on the rebounding effort on a made free throw. One year see that, and I think it's going to be Krista Grava. It is. That's an enormous call in the game. It's her third foul. So Cowan's got 10. The second Seahawk into double figures. Wagner's within 7 in the semifinal game. As Arne Taylor gets the inbound pass, no double team. Up to Brzee into the front court. Wagner's been playing a lot of zone in the second half after being exclusively man-to-man in the first. Brzee 3, back iron, no. And they're going to get a foul on Borges for a push-off on the rebounding effort. The zone defense has flummoxed the Mount here a bit. Can they find their game? They've scored 2 points in the first 4 minutes of this quarter. And they didn't score in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter either. Foul and extended Cowan. She's got the hot hand, guarded by Harrison. Swinging it right wing for Thibault. Going left, inside the arc. Left wing Hayward. Hayward 10 to shoot. To her right on the outside, now to her left. Under the basket, lays it up short. And Arne Taylor gets back inbounds to the rebound. Oh, the Mount needed it. Jada Lee up the floor, 7-point lead of the ball for the Mount. Lee on the outside, taking a high arcing 3. Back iron, no. No pass made there. It's a long feed up to Cowan. Driving in the lane, lobbing over the top for Krista Grava. She's got to go catch it. And now back up top it goes on the outside. Thibault lobbing down low. And Arne Taylor commits a foul, trying to deny the ball from Krista Grava. No doubt about it, her third foul. 5:25 to play. And all of a sudden, we got ourselves a game. After the Mount was running and hiding in the semifinal. Agantovic is in for the Mount. Wagner's going to inbound for the baseline. Thibault getting it to Hayward. And now back up top, Thibault. Hayward on the outside right, and she travels. She made a move to her right, trying to drive left. It's a turnover, and it's Mount basketball. Well, that's big because it's only the 6th Wagner turnover. The Mount has 12 in the game, and that is one of those stats that has kept the Seahawks in the hunt in this one. Jada Lee into the front court. Between the rings. Cowan tried to sell an offensive foul, and nothing was happening there. Outside right, Agantovic against the matchup zone. Brzee catches. Back to the bucket. Brzee facing up on Krista Grava. Goes beneath the basket. Jump pass out. Borges 2. And back iron no on the jumper. And Jackson the rebound for Wagner. 5 minutes into the third quarter. Down by 7, the Seahawks. They trail by 15 to the break. Cowan driving. The runner too strong. Off the glass. Borges the rebound. Handing to Agantovic. The Mount's gotten some big stops here as they're still failing to score against the Wagner zone. Agantovic left. Up top, Brzee. Brzee driving right into the lane. Finds Borges under the hook. And she got fouled. So we got a timeout on the floor. We got 4:26 to play. Tess Borges is going to be at the line, shooting 2 when we return from the break. The match is 2 points so far in this quarter. They've been outscored 10-2. It's 42-35. Mount St. Mary's. That was a third foul on Drea Hayward, starting wing for Wagner. Back with more of the NEC semifinal after these messages.
When you hear that hunger calling your name and you need to get some food, gotta find yourself yourself a place where they're hooking it up, where they're cooking something good.
Roy Rogers' famous steak and cheese is back. Download the new Roy's Rewards app and get $5 off your next purchase. That's free food, dude.
Come on down to Roy's and have a cowboy kind of day.
Download the new Roy's Rewards app.
Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount ticket office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
From Jim Phelan to Milan Brown to Jamion Christian and Dan Engelstad, this is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Well, Wagner's defense has started to dig their teeth in a bit here as we get ready for what is an important spot here. Can Mount St. Mary's find their offense? After 40 points in 20 minutes in the first half, the Mount has scored 2 points in the first 5.5 minutes of the second half against a Wagner zone. And Wagner has seen them out, who made 3 threes in each of the first 2 periods. They are 0 of 5 from 3 in the second, or in this third quarter. 1 of 7 for the floor. But the Mount is at the line. Tess Morgus is going to shoot 2 after an important foul. Drea Hayward, who led the NEC in steals this year. Hayward, a starter for Wagner, committing her 3rd foul. A lot of foul trouble in this game. Tomasetti and Taylor for the Mount have 3. Hayward and Krista Grava have 3 for Wagner. Krista Grava also remaining on the floor here with, in essence, 14:26 remaining in the game. A trip to the Northeast Conference Championship game is on the line. And look at this. Bryant is up by 6 points, 28-22, with 2 seconds left in the third quarter. FDU has scored 22 points in 30 minutes. Morgus, no good. Kind of a line drive free throw there from the Mount Big. Tess, 12 of 19 on the year of the line. She had an outstanding first half in the quarters. She makes the second. Morgus had 9 points in the first half of the Mount quarterfinal win on what was Monday night. As now Losuni around a screen in the lane, running with the left hand. Good. Hit the back of the iron and fell through. And this is as close as Wagner has been in some time. It's a 6-point game. They bring pressure. Jana Lee beats it right up the center of the defense. Now out to Harrison. Smart play. Lee stopped at the foul line. And now Wagner back into the zone. Morgus inside the arc. Back up top for Lee. Lee with a right-handed dribble. Lee looking, hands it off Agantovic. Up top, Brazil, 7 to shoot. Kendall takes a 3. It's an air ball underneath Lee. Cannot save it in bounds. Now Wagner basketball, 3:44 left, third quarter. If things hold there in Hackensack, New Jersey, the winner of this game is going to host the Northeast Conference Championship Sunday afternoon. A lot of basketball left, though, in both places. On the left wing, Hayward. Hayward to her right on the outside. Can the Mount get a few big stops here to try to minimize the Wagner run and get their offense going? Thibault inside the arc, backs it up. Looks at the shot clock, 5 to shoot. Agantovic guarding. Thibault's going to take the straightaway 3. Oh, it just missed. It hit both the back and the front of the iron, and it skipped out. How big was that? The Mount's got the ball up by 6. Agantovic around the screen. Driving into the lane, jump stop, but took the extra step. It's a travel, and it's Wagner basketball. And for the first time in the NEC tournament, Mount St. Mary's is having to fight some adversity here. Did they give a foul there? They gave a foul? No, it's a travel. And it's Wagner basketball. 43-37 inside. 3 minutes to play in this third quarter. The Mountain leading. They've led by as many as 18 in the game. Post touch outside the lane. And Waburu puts it up. Off glass strong. Tipped up. Rebounded by Tomasetti. Tomasetti went to the bench early in the quarter. She comes back out. And one of the smallest players on the floor gets a big contested rebound. She finds Hunt. Hunt pump fake. Dribble drive under the hoop. Hunt reverse layup. No good. A bit short. Wagner the other way. The Mount has one field goal in the quarter. Hayward outside for Thibault. Mount St. Mary's is now 1 of 9 for the field in this third period. Thibault going right around the screen. Kicks up top. Krista Grava 3. Good. Wagner's within a 3. It's a one-possession game. 43-30. Or check that, 43-40. Mount St. Mary's leading. An incredible run for Wagner. Harrison on the outside. And there's just staying in this matchup zone. Brzee going left. Spinning at the foul line. Going to her left. Off glass. Too strong. Wagner the rebound. They'll bring it up quickly. 3-on-3 front court. Thibault a 3. Could tie the game. Krista Grava nearly had it knocked away. Now Waburu. Tough runner. Off glass strong. But she's going to the line to shoot 2. As she is fouled. 1:40 to play in the third period. 40-22, the Mount led this game. It is an 18-3 Wagner run over 11 minutes and change in the game. They have turned the game on its side, and Mount St. Mary's has got to figure it out on how they can turn it around on the offensive end. Their defense has not been poor. They just have stopped scoring completely. Free throw, no good. It misses off the front of the iron. The foul was on Isabella Hunt, her second. The Wagner's cut 15 off of it, an 18-point disadvantage, and she missed them both. Well strong into the left, and Mount gets the rebound. 2 big misses there. 43-40 Mount St. Mary's. We've got a timeout called by the Mount. And maybe it's a timeout that should have come a little bit earlier here. Antoine White calling it, and he's going to draw something up against the Wagner zone. And brings us to a timeout as well. The Seahawks are right back in the semis. 43-40, the Mount leads. 1:33 remaining, third quarter. This is Mount basketball here on the Mount Athletics Network. Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount Ticket Office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
Take the first step on your journey towards a life of significance. Visit the Mount in person on our beautiful 1,400-acre campus by registering for an upcoming open house. Or choose to experience the Mount virtually through virtual tours, live chats, and webinars. Meet your moment on the mountain. Visit Mount St. Mary's University.
Hungry to repeat the feat and return to March Madness? This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Well, alongside our trusty statistician, Ralph Grunt, my name is Adam Pohl. And it is getting awfully interesting here at Knott Arena. Bryant, the 7th seed, will be following this very closely. They lead 30-24 with 8:37 to play in the fourth quarter. So 8:37 left in the game at FDU. Can Mount St. Mary stem the tide? The Mount blew this game open in the second quarter. And now Mount St. Mary's has seen Wagner come right back in the game in the third after the Mount scored 40 points in the first half. They're 1 of 10 from the floor. They've been outscored 15-3 in this third quarter. The Mount St. Mary's with the basketball, calling a timeout, their first timeout of the period, to go against the Wagner zone. Now, will they see a Wagner zone, or let's see if Coach Coburn of the Seahawks switches it up here. Agantovic, Taylor, Thomas, Sethi, Brzee, and Hunt are on the floor for Mount St. Mary's. As we come back from a TV timeout here. Once again, that was the first called timeout of the quarter, and therefore the second half. Therefore, immediate timeout as well. We'll, of course, have the end of quarter timeout also. Wagner still in his zone. Thomas Sethi up top for Taylor. Arne swings it for Hunt. Baseline drive. Hunt up top. Agantovic alone. Big three. Good! Agantovic! The all-time games played leader in Mount history. It's a huge three. And the Mounts on top 46-40. Just their second field goal of the quarter. Waburu travels. She caught the ball, foul line extended. She moved to her left, tried to drive to her right, shuffled her feet. It's Mount St. Mary's basketball. And now the Mount will get Jada Lee and also Mckayla Harrison back in the game. Can that three spark the Mount here? Harrison brings it up the floor with a right-handed dribble. Harrison front court bouncing sideline for Lee. 46-40 again. The Mount leads the ball game. Inside a minute to play, third quarter. On the baseline, Hunt. Right wing for Harrison up top. Agantovic catches. Back to Harrison. Open look three. It's there! Back-to-back threes for the Mount. And the lead in the blink of an eye is at 9 points. Wagner's going to hold the ball. 8-second difference shot in game clock. Thibault near the center of the floor. Agantovic ready to guard. Thibault dribbling between her legs. She hasn't made her move yet. Shot clock at 8. Shot clock at 6. Thibault goes. Thibault outside the foul line. Straightaway jumper, back iron. No. Rebound loose. And the Mount runs it down. 7 seconds left. Brzee racing it up. Crossing at 4. Brzee on the run. Swings it. Jada Lee 3 at the buzzer. No good. Front of the iron. And it's the end of 3 at Mount St. Mary's. Wow. Agantovic and Harrison, the two best three-point shooters, two of the top 3 with Arne Taylor on this team, and they hit 2 enormous threes. The fourth quarter's upcoming, 10 minutes from the NEC Championship. One of these two teams, the Mounts on top 49-40. We're back with more here from Knott Arena right after this.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little More team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
Make sure your youngsters can be a part of the action all year long as a member of the Junior Mountaineers Club. Kids ages 13 and under can join for just $20. With that, they will receive admission to all men's and women's basketball and lacrosse games this season, along with a Junior Mountaineer t-shirt. Fill out your application today to sign up at mountathletics.com.
You're listening to the 6-time NEC champions. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Mount St. Mary's trying to win their second consecutive and fifth ever Northeast Conference tournament title. They got to win this one and then win on Sunday afternoon against either the first seeded FDU or the 7th seeded Bryant Bulldogs. And right now, It is 34-28 Bryant with 5:54 to play. Wagner down by as many as 18, going on an 18-3 run, getting within 3 points. The Mount calling timeout, and the Mount St. Mary's finishing the third quarter on a 6-0 run over the final 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Here we are, 49-40 Mount St. Mary's, 10 minutes from another trip to the title. Can Wagner take the body blow that was the consecutive threes by the Mount and rebound from it? Great crowd at Knott Arena for this semifinal. The Mount thought that they might just play one home game in this tournament, and if Bryant and the Mount hang on here, the Mount's going to play all 3 games at home. Incredible. Here we go. It's Wagner basketball. Thibault brings it into the front court. 49-40, the Mount leads it. Cowan, who's had a huge game, is up top now. Left side for Thibault, pump fake on a 3. They're trying to get it to Krista Grava. Thibault and Cowan play catch on the outside. Cowan driving, goes into Harrison. Oh, offensive foul. It's a charge, and it's Mount St. Mary's basketball. The Mount gets the big turnover here to begin the fourth quarter. That was a second foul on Cowan. And now the Mount brings it up against, or check that a first. The Mount brings it up against pressure. Agantovic fighting Hunt in the front court. And they're into a half-court set. As outside left near the logo, or one of the 2 logos on both sides of the floor. Harrison against the Wagner zone that has been so effective in the second half. Lee left wing. They find Brzee. Oh, a jump ball. They tied up Kendall Brzee. Great play by Thibault to jump onto that pass. The alternate arrow keeps it with the Mount. 8 to shoot. It's hard to get a good look against the zone. You really got to work it. And now you've got only 8 seconds in which to operate. Arne Taylor will inbound for Mount St. Mary's. Once again, leading 49-40. Boy, it's taking a long time to get situated here. And now they want Drea Hayward to tuck her jersey in. Now she does. The inbound to Harrison. Back to Taylor. Left wing 5 to shoot. In the corner, Hunt. Here's Harrison. Long 3. No good front iron. Long rebound. And it's out of bounds into the Mount bench. Wagner basketball. Great defensive possession by the Seahawks. Their defense is going to have to be outstanding to come back and win this game. They held them out to just 9 points in the third quarter. Krista Grava, foul line, now swings it outside right here for Henry. Henry jump pass down low, catching Hayward. Hayward blocked away by Brzee, and it stays in bounds. Mount basketball, Kendall Brzee doing a little bit of it all. Her second block of the game. As she walks it up the floor, the Mount doesn't want to try to play a slow down game by any means of yet. Way too much time left, but the zone has slowed down. A screen set on Agantovic, foul line extended. Now Hunt shows the ball, drains it in, lays it up to score! What a move by the sophomore. Her first field goal of the game. Inside the arc, straight away, taking it in for the layup. Loso needs 3 now. Front iron, no. Long rebound, Wagner. Thibault left wing in the corner. Henry has it. Back out to Thibault, and she throws it away. Brzee picks it off. Hunt went down to the ground. The Mounts coming up the floor with the basketball. Brzee gets it to Taylor right side. 51-40, Mount St. Mary's leading. 8 minutes left in the semifinal. On the wing, Taylor. Pump fake on a 2. Hunt's going to take a jumper. It's no good short. Not the shot you want there. And now breaking the other way, Wagner. Thibault to Krista Grava turning. Too strong on the shot. Oh, from point blank range. It just hasn't been her night. Harrison the rebound. The Mounts into the front court. And they'll slow it down here. 11-point lead in the ball. 7.5 minutes to play. Up top, Brzee. Right wing, Arne Taylor. Wagner's back into a man-to-man. On the left wing, Brzez's got it, driving right, stopping at the foul line, knocked away, it's a steal. Coming the other way, Wagner. Here comes Henry with a left hand to score in transition. Marissa Sanchez Henry, a product of Howard High in Ellicott City, Maryland, with a big steal in transition score. And it's 51-42. Long lead front court catching here is Agantovic. And Mount St. Mary's will back it up. We got another Mount timeout. They don't have a use it or lose it timeout in the women's game. So in the men's game, you can only take 3 timeouts for the second half. Not that way in the women's game. So Mount St. Mary's, this is only the second timeout taken of their 4. So we're going to take a break here. We've got 6:57 left in a semifinal to remember. Mount St. Mary's 51, Wagner 42. This is Mount Basketball on the Mount Athletics Network. Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount Basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount Ticket Office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's Basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
Take the first step on your journey towards a life of significance. Visit the Mount in person on our beautiful 1,400-acre campus by registering for an upcoming open house. Or choose to experience the Mount virtually through virtual tours, live chats, and webinars. Meet your moment on the mountain. Visit Mount St. Mary's University.
Hungry to repeat the feat and return to March Madness? This is Mount St. Mary's Basketball.
All right, here we go. 6:57 to play in the semifinal. This is the media timeout of the fourth quarter. So I believe we're going to keep it here for the rest of the game. You know, in the men's game, you've got the after 4 timeout. But in the women's game, if you call a timeout close enough to 5 minutes, they take a full timeout upon that. So they gave the media timeout right there. So we're going to play about 7 consecutive minutes here to see who's going to go to the title and possibly host the title game, because Bryant is winning 37-30. The 7th-seeded Bryant Bulldogs are stunning the 1st-seeded FDU Knights. Bryant trying to knock off the top 2 teams of the regular season in the NEC tournament. How about that? That would be stunning. It's Mount Basketball coming out of this timeout. And that will be inbounding from in front of their bench. Arne Taylor is going to trigger the Mount offense here. The Mount, you know, we're 3 minutes into the second, this fourth quarter, and each team has only scored 2 points. You know, the Mount needs to score the basketball to win this game. They've only scored 11 points in 13 minutes in the second half. And if they continue at that 1 point a minute pace, half of what they scored in the first half, Wagner's going to have a great chance to come back late in this one. So can the Mount have another brief scoring surge? That's enough to get them to the finish line tonight. Taylor will inbound. Looking, finding Brzez on the left wing. Brzez, she's amped up around the screen. Up top feed, Tomasetti. Tomasetti looking, gets it to Borges to the foul line. Back to Tomasetti. Open look 3. Back iron, no. And a rebound for Cowan. The Mount got a great look there. Cowan driving in the lane, but no good. The shot strong into the left. Offensive rebound. Kick out. Sanchez Henry wide open. Hayward left wing 3. Back iron, no. And the Mount gets the rebound. Oh boy, a big miss right there. Wagner, in fact, had 2 wide open jumpers. Could not get it to go down. 9-point lead of the ball for Mount St. Mary's. Wagner back in this switching zone, kind of like a 3-2 matchup zone for Wagner. They're really going beyond the three-point line. Brzee up top, 8 to shoot. Brzee going left. Brzee stopping, jump pass cross court, catching corner three. Taylor, no good. Front and back of the iron, bounce in the air and one away. In and out. 9-point Mount lead. It's Henry on the wing up top. Thibault pump faking a three, driving the kick out. Henry gets a man in the air, jump shot, good. Foul line extended. It's 51-44. Mount St. Mary's. Wagner, I think, wanted to bring pressure to Coach Coburn. They did not. And the Mount walks it up the floor. Can Mount St. Mary's get, again, something going here? Up top, Harrison. Playing catch with Borges. Harrison to her right. Hands it for Taylor. Into the corner. Tomasetti's alone. Driving at baseline runner. Good! Tomasetti. Right-handed runner. And it's 53-44 Mount St. Mary's. 5:15 to play in the semifinal. Outside Cowan, who's had a great game. Cowan going left around the screen, driving. Jump pass to the big Hayward. Fouled. The shot does not go. But Drea Hayward is going to shoot 2 at the line. He attempted that three earlier. She's not a three-point shooter, but she is shooting close to 70% of the foul line this year. As Brzee got the foul there for the Mount. And for Brzee, that is her second foul. And now it is Hayward at the line. Hayward had 11 against LIU in the quarters, which is a big night for her. She averages 5 per game, and she makes the first. She's just 1 of 7 from the floor today. 3 points in 26 minutes. The Mount keeping Brzee on the floor. She's been out for 1 minute of the game. She's played 34 of the 35 minutes. Thibault has not left the floor at any point of the game. Hayward makes them both and brings Wagner within 7, and they can bring the full court press. The inbound to Agantovic. She's got a big on her. She'll bring it up quickly against Jackson and into the front court. Brzee up top. Left wing Garnet Taylor. Pump fake. Driving baseline. Swings it. And they get a foul. The foul's on the floor. Not a bad foul at all for Wagner. 4:56 to play in this fourth quarter. That's, though, the 4th foul on Hayward. Only the 2nd team foul. So the Mount a long way from the bonus. As from the baseline, Harrison to inbound. And she'll get it in left wing for Agantovic. Agantovic driving a bit against the zone. Up top, Taylor, 3, Brzee, right wing. No good as it rattled around and out. It rebounds loose. And the Mount, did they save it? It's Mount St. Mary's basketball. What happened there? I think the official blew the whistle before the ball was out of bounds. So it was an inadvertent whistle, and therefore the Mount had possession. It's a break. Harrison was in trouble in the corner. Well, what a huge hustle play by Mckayla Harrison to win that rebound. She's been the leading scorer of the game. Mckayla's got 19 points. And she'll inbound for the baseline, 20 to shoot. Up top, Brzee near the center circle. Outside right, Arne Taylor, 15 to shoot. We got 4:40 to play in the semifinal. Whistle. It's a foul off the ball on Wagner. Agantovic went down to the ground. The foul on Catrice Jackson. And it is the team's 3rd foul for Jackson, her 3rd. And therefore the Mount 2 fouls away from the bonus here. The inbound to Brzee near the center of the floor. Here's Taylor in the corner, Agantovic. They play catch on the outside. Taylor driving and a jump ball. Thibault tied her up. The alternate arrow gives it to Wagner. Great play by Thibault. The crowd doesn't like it, but Thibault did it. She tied her up on the drive, and Wagner down just 7. 4.5 minutes remaining, and they'll bring it up the floor. Their defense has gotten them back in the game. The Mount scoring 13 points in the second half. Cowan driving it down low, fouled, and getting to the line to shoot 2. A clear out for Cowan on the left side of the floor, going one-on-one with a smaller Mckayla Harrison. Harrison commits her 2nd foul, and Cowan 77% at the year on the line to shoot 2. to try to continue to trim away. And the Mount lead, she does, making the first. Bryant leads FDU 37-33, 2:27 to play. Cowan makes them both. So the Mounts lead is 5 with 4:18 left. They've led by as many as 18. What a rally by Wagner. On the outside is Taylor. Again, the Mount needs that final offensive surge to push this thing over the finish line. Brzee for Harrison, driving, kicking. Right wing Agantovic. Now Brzee up top. Brzee on the dribble, harassed. Hands for Harrison, 10 to shoot. Crossover dribble, back to Brzee, 7 to shoot. Brzee into the corner. Tomasetti, open look 3. Good! What a shot from the sophomore. Lead in the shot clock. Mount St. Mary's leads by 8 with 3:40 left in the semifinal. 56-48. Up top, Thibault for Cowan. Pump faking a 3, looking to drive left. Spinning, double team, cross-court feed. Thibault, open 3, back iron, no, and the Mount wins the rebound. Brzee gets the board, and here comes Mount St. Mary's, a chance to make it a double-digit lead. Agantovic, front court right. Now for Brzee, they move it to Taylor. In the corner, Tomasetti, driving baseline, swings it up top, Brzee. Extra pass, Taylor, 3, and back iron, no, it was close. And a great rebound from Waburu, and here comes Wagner, a chance to break it out here. Thibault driving, mid-range pull-up, no good across the iron. Jackson rebound to score. And let's hope Arne Taylor's okay. Arne down to the ground, and she's in some pain here. Trying to fight it off. 56-50. And Taylor is up. And she is having a tough time putting some weight on her left leg. Oh, that's so tough to see. It's actually her right leg. Arne has battled through multiple knee injuries in her career. And this is tough for the Mount to absorb. Taylor trying to fight it off, get back to her feet, and now having a tough time putting weight on the left leg. She's trying to fight it off right now. And the Mount's going to help her off the floor. But again, she's really having a tough time with it. 56-50, Mount St. Mary's. And Coach White is telling Arne to take a moment here to gather herself before trying to head off the floor. And Arne is kind of trying to shake off that left foot. She's kind of tapping her toe, and let's see. And she is now putting a little bit of weight on the left leg as she walks off the floor. So if the Mount can make the final, you would love to see Arne in the game, obviously. The Mount was not nearly the same team without her throughout the month of January. As Taylor fought through an irregular heartbeat issue. And now Mount St. Mary's up by 6 will have the ball. And Taylor is going to take a seat at the end of the bench. All right, it's tough to see a teammate go down, and now you got to muster the courage to get back into that playing form. Tomasetti double teamed, left sideline to Brzee, front court right Harrison. The Mount beats the press to get into a half-court set. 6-point lead in the bowl. Agantovic left wing, 18 to shoot. Up top, Hunt, nobody's in the lane. Brzee driving baseline. Brzee lays it up. No good, strong. She was all alone. Could not finish. Thibault up the left side of the floor for Wagner. Handing for Cowan. Now Thibault up top. She'll back it up on the dribble. Down 6. Thibault outside right. Thibault now to the foul line. Waburu pull up. And no good off the iron. Across the rim. And Brzee another rebound for them out. 2:13 left in the semifinal. Agantovic around the screen right. Agantovic up for Hunt. Hunt going left. Wagner back in a man-to-man here late in this game. Now Brzee, 13 to shoot as we hit the 2-minute to play mark. Screen left. Kendall going that way. Spinning. Stopping. Looking. Right wing 5 to shoot. Agantovic 3 is off. Hits the iron. And Tomasetti, it's out of bounds. And I think it's Mount basketball. It's Mount St. Mary's basketball. Tomasetti running down the rebound, and it was knocked out of her hands. And the Mounts got 20 now on the shot clock with 1:50 to play. 56-50 leading Timeout, Mount St. Mary's. It's a 2-possession game. And how big is this so the Mount can get a bucket inside? 2 minutes to play here. Another look at Fairleigh Dickinson, and it's 39-35 Bryant, 33 seconds left. Unbelievable. But you don't want to think about that finish line yet if you're Mount St. Mary's. The Mount is playing right now a 5th consecutive NEC tournament game at home because of how good they've been the last 3 years. They were the 2 seed in 2020, won the quarterfinal. They won 2 games to win the tournament last year, and now in a regular tournament as the 3 seed, this is their 2nd home game. Agantovic the inbound from the front of the Mount bench, finds Brzee, and now Harrison near the center of the floor. 56-50. Mount St. Mary's, 1:45 to play. Tomasetti well outside right. Looking for Hunt in the corner. Hunt's got it. Hunt for Harrison, right wing, 8 to shoot. Not much happening here. Screen set. Harrison with 5, driving. Off glass, no good. Did not hit the iron. It's loose, and Wagner's got it. 1:30 to play. Big stop for the Seahawks. They are trailing by 6 as Thibault walks it into the front court. Thibault driving it in. Thibault stopping, looking up top for Cowan, guarded by Tomasetti. Screen comes, 14 to shoot. Cowan's going to take a straightaway 3, and no good, rattling out. Oh my, he was in the cylinder. Brzee the rebound. Here comes the Mount, walking it into the front court. We're inside a minute to play. Double team on Agantovic. The Mount has only 1 timeout left. It's Hunt in the corner, and Hunt goes down to the ground. And we got a jump ball, and the alternate arrow keeps him with the Mount. My goodness. Let's see if Wagner's going to call timeout here. The Mount has turned it over 16 times in the game. And the turnover would be huge. It's Wagner's way back into the Mount is an outstanding free throw shooting team. Wagner is going to bring both Henry and also Catrice Jackson into the game. A little offense defense here. They try to get a little bit quicker to press them out. 15 to shoot. Hunt's going to inbound. Bounces it into the corner for Brzee. Brzee facing up in the left corner. Whistle and a foul off the ball. That's a 4th team foul on Wagner. Thibault gets the foul. Why that really matters, though, is 8 more seconds on the shot clock. And 1 more foul, and the Mount's into the bonus. So the Mount can run it down to about 30 seconds left in the game. 56-50, Mount St. Mary's. The inbound to Brzee. Brzee's going to hold it. Double team comes, finds Agantovic. Agantovic back to Brzee, 15 to shoot. Brzee goes to her right on the drive. Down low, Hunt catches. Hunt dribbling out, kick out, Tomasetti. 8 to shoot, Brzee into the corner. Hunt's going to take a 3. Good! Oh, my goodness! Isabella Hunt shocking the Mount faithful. And we've got a timeout, Wagner. It's her 3rd three-pointer of the season. And what a time for it. They're going to check to see if her foot was behind the line. But nevertheless, it's going to be a 3-possession Mount St. Mary's lead in the semifinal. And there's only 34.5 seconds remaining. The timeout was a 3rd called by Wagner. I don't know what the officials are here talking about, but they are. They're talking as a trio, and I think they're not going to check the monitor. 59-50, Mount St. Mary's leading. Bryant is up by 3 with 12 seconds left. 41-38. And I think it's FDU basketball. Incredible. Wagner able to move it into the front court here. They're down by 9. 34.5 seconds left. And now you're at the point of the game. Wagner's got to score. Trying to steal and foul quickly. The next foul would put them out into the bonus. And remember, in the women's game, there is no 1-and-1. So the Mount would be shooting 2 free throws. Isabella Hunt. Are you kidding me? She's 3 of 4 from 3 on the year. Incredible. And how sweet it is for Mount St. Mary's. Cowan to inbound. Looking, getting it for a post touch for Krista Grava. And Hunt commits a foul. That's her third. A half second came off the clock. And now Wagner's going to inbound it here from the baseline. That is a third team foul. Now, is there a rule about if no time went off the clock? They're going to rule no time did. So the clock went to 34.0. They reset it to 34.5. As Wagner will inbound for the baseline with a completely fresh shot clock here. Thibault. They're double teaming Krista Grava is the mount. The lob up top for Cowan. She catches. Cowan driving on Harrison. Right side of the lane. Lost it! It's a turnover. The Mount's in the driver's seat. Kendall Brzee is fouled with 28.1 seconds left. And they're on their feet at Knott Arena. Oh my. You can just about put a bow tie on this one. Mount St. Mary's seeing, after a dominant first half, seeing a remarkable Wagner comeback to come within 3. The Mount hit 2 late third quarter threes to lead by 9. Brzee makes it. It's 60-50. She's got 11 points and 9 rebounds. And in a defense-first fourth, the Mount is holding off Wagner. She makes them both. It's an 11-point Mount lead, and we've got a timeout, Wagner. It's their final timeout. And they're going to inbound it from the center of the floor here. Once again, in the women's game, you can move it up. We might find out a final score, and it's over. Bryant has won it. Bryant has won it. The 7 seed has won it, 44-38, and they just announced it, and listen to the crowd roar. We are 28 seconds away from the Mount clinching a second consecutive title game appearance at home. Think about this. With how great the Mount men's program has been over the years, 6 NEC tournament titles, they've only played 1 final ever on this floor. And the Mount is 28 seconds away on the women's side of doing it in consecutive years. Hayward gets the inbound, knocked away by Brzee. Ball's on the floor, and the Mount's got it. Hayward is injured. They're going to foul Brzee, and Drea Hayward is holding her head. Isabella Hunt is over to make sure she's all right. She'll back off. Brzee was fouled. 20.1 seconds remain. And the Mount is going to shoot 2, and this thing is in the bag for Mount St. Mary's. We thought we were going to turn the lights out at Knott Arena on Monday night. When the Mount game ended, we did not know if Bryant was going to come back and win at St. Francis. The lights are still on. Bryant has done it again. And now the Mount 20.1 seconds away from turning out or keeping the lights on again. Free throw good. Mount St. Mary's had not been to the NCAA tournament since 1995 when they won in an empty gym the title a year ago. Free throw, no good, back of the iron. Here comes Wagner down 12. Thibault straight up, straight away, long 3. It's an air ball. Thomas said he's got it. She'll dribble it up the left side. Wagner will not commit the foul. This thing is in the bag for the Mount. Incredibly, Mount St. Mary's is victorious. And they're going to host the title game at Knott Arena for a second consecutive year. Oh, how sweet it is. The Mount has won it. 62-50 is the final. Mount St. Mary's will host the 7th-seeded Bryant Bulldogs for the Northeast Conference Championship Sunday afternoon at noon. As Arne Taylor, with some help, is helping greet these Wagner Seahawks. They have had a fantastic season. We're going to take a break. We'll return with more from Knott Arena. Mount St. Mary's has won it 62-50. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball here on the Mount Athletics Network.
When you hear that hunger calling your name and you need to get some food, gotta find yourself a place where they're hooking it up, where they're cooking something good.
Roy Rogers' famous steak and cheese is back. Download the new Roy's Rewards app and get $5 off your next purchase. That's free food, dude.
Come on down to Roy's and have a cowboy kind of day.
Download the new Roy's Rewards app.
Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount Ticket Office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
From Jim Phelan to Milan Brown to Jamion Christian and Dan Engelstad, this is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
You know, last year was such a special year for the Mount women's basketball program. I mean, it really is hard to put it really in words how special it was for the Mount. And, you know, the incredible thing about it was that a lot of people said, well, you know, last year didn't really count. You know, there were no fans and, you know, everybody got an extra year when it was all said and done as far as eligibility because of everything that went on. Of course it counted, but it just wasn't the same, was it? And for Mount St. Mary's now, incredibly, this golden generation, right? The golden generation of Mount basketball on the women's side, they're going to get that true moment in the spotlight. And what I mean by that is that they are going to host this Northeast Conference Championship game and get to play in front of a packed house here at Knott Arena. And, I mean, it is so deserving that this group is able to enjoy and have that moment here in front of what is going to be an electric Knott Arena for Sunday's championship game. And frankly, you know, this was a tournament where it was expected that the Mount, who began the year with the 2 defeats due to forfeit, I mean, it was expected that Mount St. Mary's was going to have to go on the road and win 2 games. But Bryant has knocked off both the second-seeded St. Francis Brooklyn, and tonight Bryant has stunned, absolutely stunned the NEC landscape. They win at FDU in the final score 44-38. Incredible. Mount St. Mary's winning it here today, and they'll face the 7th-seeded Bryant Bulldogs in this 9-team NEC. Of course, Merrimack was not eligible. Bryant went 6-12 in the regular season, and they are coming to Mount St. Mary's with a chance to win the title on Sunday afternoon. We will have that broadcast for you at 11:40 broadcast start for a noontime tip for the Northeast Conference Championship game, as our final score tonight was Mount St. Mary's 60 and Wagner, or 62, I should say, to Wagner 50. Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll return with more from Knott Arena. Our post-game show continues. Mount St. Mary's is victorious. They're heading to the Northeast Conference Championship game for a second consecutive season. 62-50 over Wagner. Back with more after this.
Hi, I'm Tony Little.
And I'm Jane Moore. We love helping people find the perfect home.
From Adams County, Pennsylvania to Central Maryland. Whether you're selling a home, buying a home, or you need professional property management service, the Little Moore team can help.
Call us today at 301-662-2468. Who do you appreciate?
Tony Little
and Jane Moore, or visit our website at littlemore.com and get a little more.
We're only given one life, and we choose which path to take. We choose to start our incredible journey here, so we can create careers and lives that matter out there. At Mount St. Mary's, we question courageously, serve selflessly, compete ferociously, and do everything extraordinarily, because from the minute we arrive, we live significantly.
If the Mount scores 65 points or more and wins, you score free wings. Bring your Mount ticket to Glory Days Grill in Frederick, located at 1305 West 7th Street, and get your wings. It's all contingent with a $5 minimum purchase. So head on out to Glory Days Grill in Frederick. Glory Days Grill, the official food of hometown sports. Hey, Mount fans, be a part of the passion and excitement of Mount basketball at Knott Arena for the 2021-22 season as Mount St. Mary's looks to repeat the feat and return to the NCAA tournament. Grab your single game or season tickets by calling the Mount ticket office at 301-447-5700. Tickets start at just $10. That number again is 301-447-5700. Mount St. Mary's basketball. We can't wait to see you at Knott Arena.
You're listening to the six-time NEC champions. This is Mount St. Mary's basketball.
The Mount did it. Mount St. Mary's, I mean, this is, they have not crossed the finish line overall, but for Mount St. Mary's, this has been a perfect start to the Northeast Conference tournament. They've beaten two very good teams, but they have seen chaos run wild in the bracket aside them. And tonight with Bryant, the 7th-seeded Bulldogs win on the road over number 1 FDU. We are coming right back here to Knott Arena for the 2022 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball Championship Game. Let's take a look at tonight's game, 62-50. The Mount wins it. They led 40-25 at the break. Wagner went on a 15-3 run to start the third quarter to get within 3, but that was as close as they would get in the game. As Mount St. Mary's, they called a big timeout, came out of the cold timeout and hit back-to-back threes to end the third quarter. Threes by Agantovic and Harrison. They led by 9 into the fourth, and it was a defense-first fourth as the Mount holds off Wagner against 62-50, the final. The Mount shot 41% from the floor in the game. Maybe the biggest number, though, they hit 10 threes. How about that? 10 of their 20 field goals were from three. Half their points were from three-point shots in the game. 37% from deep, 10 of 27. They were 12 of 15 from the line. For Wagner, they shoot just 29% of the game. They were 6 of 17 from 3 and 10 of 12 from the foul line. The Mount out-rebounded Wagner 38-34. The Mount did have 16 turnovers to just 11 from Wagner. But in the game, the three-point shot really was the difference. When it was quite possible. Wagner's way to win this game was to really keep the Mount from hitting that three ball. And Mount St. Mary's, I mean, almost everybody on the team hit a three, including Isabella Hunt, whose three from the corner in the last minute of the game put this game on ice. Mckayla Harrison led the way for the Mount with 19 points. Remember, she had 23 in the quarters, so she's averaging 21 in a stellar NEC tournament. She hit 3 threes today. Kendall Brazine, nearly a double-double, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. My goodness, what a game Kendall had tonight. Agantovic had the huge three that ended the 18-3 Wagner run that started at the end of the first half and eclipsed the majority of the third quarter. Agantovic, once again, 10 points, 3 boards, 2 assists tonight. 9 for Thomas Setti, who had a big game today. Hunt had that incredible dagger 3, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists for Isabella Hunt. Arne Taylor had 3 points. Unfortunately, went out of the game limping badly on her left leg. And, it would almost be, well, we don't want to guess, but you got to be really worried that Arne's not going to be available for the championship game. Tess Borges scored 1 point, had 4 rebounds in the contest. Lee did not score, but played 19 minutes, had 3 rebounds and an assist. Thibault had 13, I believe maybe all of them in the first half. 12 for Cowan for Wagner. They got 7 from Krista Grava. That's it. She had a tough game. 2 of 6 from the floor, 7.6 boards. 6 for Sanchez Henry. They got 4 from Jackson, 2 each from Waburu and Losonis. And Pitt played but did not score in this one. So let's look forward before we end our broadcast today, as it's really remarkable. I mean, once again, we left the air in our broadcast on Monday night thinking it was probably going to be the final time that we talked to you for a Mount basketball game, men's or women, all year, right? Because we were not expecting to be able to travel with the women, and the expectation was they'd have to win 2 road games to win it. But St. Francis Brooklyn lost the 2 seed after we went off the air, meaning the 1 would play the 7, the 3 would play the 4, and the Mount as the 3 would host the semis. And now just about the impossible has happened as Mount St. Mary's here today has not only won their game, but they have seen the 7th-seeded Bryan Bulldogs upset the 1st-seeded FDU Unites. Bryan's not going to be scared, folks, when they come to Knott Arena after knocking off the top 2 seeds on the road already in this tournament, and they will face them out. Bryant has played them out very recently on the season, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch as we get ready for what will be a 2nd consecutive championship game, but the first with fans in the stands for Mount St. Mary's at Knott Arena. After we played the 21 title game in an empty gym, the Mount thought they were on their way to a potential 2020 NCAA or NEC championship, and COVID took it away. It's just so amazing to see the same group of girls resilient and with their resolve win the title last year, and now they'll have another special day under the bright lights of the NEC Championship Game here at Knott Arena. For our statistician, Ralph Grunt, my name is Adam Pohl, and the Mount hung on tonight, an enormous win, and they will host the title game again. For one final time tonight, Mount St. Mary's is victorious. The Mount wins the NEC semifinal. Our final score, Mount St. Mary's 62, Wagner 50. You've been listening to the Mount St. Mary, or the Northeast Conference semifinal, right here on the Mount Athletics Network. Have a great evening, everybody.
You've been listening to Mount St. Mary's Basketball. Mount Basketball is brought to you by the real estate team of Tony Little and Jane Moore, Grafcom, Glory Days Grill, Roy Rogers, and Frederick Health. This has been a production of Mount St. Mary's Basketball.